The zebra swallowtail is a butterfly that disappeared from Pittsburgh about 100 years ago because of massive industrialization. Its host plant is the pawpaw tree, which has not disappeared from our area, but is too rare to support the short flights that the zebra swallowtail makes. I estimate that they are at a density of about one patch every 5 miles or so, maybe. Anyway, today I am going to talk about Big Sewickley Creek. And here I am just kind of tracing it. It comes out of the Ohio, up through Ambridge, and then up, practically to Cranberry. Anyway, I also want to note a couple tributaries it has. One is the East Big Sewickley, and yes, I did misspell Sewickley right here. Sewickley. And also Rippling Run. Last fall, I noticed that there was a pawpaw patch somewhere in this watershed, which made me quite more interested than I was previously. It was a bit of a surprise. Anyway, we're going to follow each of these tributaries. Hello, thunder. We'll see how loud that is. Starting with Rippling Run. And Rippling Run goes to a place called Duff City, which was an area that had oil and gas wells. Starting in the 1890s, they were kind of speculative. And okay, this is a picture of McKeesport, not Duff City. I was trying to find any in the actual area, but I couldn't. Anyway, we're continuing on, and Duff City actually meets up with the eastern branch of the Big Sewickley Creek. So there we go. The Big Sewickley starts a little bit east of that's 79, or is that 270? I can't remember. You know, that big road. Yeah, it was 79. And it goes down, and it looks actually pretty woodsy. There's a lot of promise of potential pawpaws existing in that area. And again, I'm not going to say exactly where I found the pawpaws, but it was someplace a little woodsy. But I only looked at one part. It's actually a fairly small tributary, but there's a lot of potential for restoration in this area, in part because of the way, okay, there we go. The Big Sewickley meets the East Sewickley right there, and I'm going to zoom out and get to the beginning of the Big Sewickley itself and follow it down, and then I can talk a little bit more about things. All right, so I've noticed that in the north, people are a little bit more ecologically minded than other parts of Pittsburgh, so I think that potentially we could get more people active in this area, even people in the government, to encourage people to practice better stewardship of the riparian areas, because as you can see, this waterway goes through, well, like right there, it's kind of bare. It's like, but it's still windy, so like, you know, that spot could be restored by a lot of native plants being planted and other things. But you know, it's like when you get around people's yards, it's like they're kind of used to the idea of just scraping it to a lawn or something. And, you know, they can learn to do better. Oh, and there's the brewery. That's a good brewery, by the way. All right, next up is, what's it called? Cooney Hollow. I did some volunteer work. Here we've got an old oil and gas pipe. Listen. Smells funny, too. That pipe is a remnant of some kind of industrial activity. I don't know if it's for gas or oil. But anyway, we did a cleanup for
the Big Sewickley Creek Watershed Association.
They're pretty new, but they're doing some good stuff, and we helped. But anyway, as you can see, we're following along and seeing what areas might be good potentially for restoration, including planting of pawpaws and other native species that support other native animals, right? So, we're just following along. It's not very big, but I believe that, you know, just the fact that it has pawpaws up there that don't look like they're just planted by a hippie. I mean, I didn't survey it all that well to get a real sense of, what other explorer was there. But anyway, okay, now we're on the Ohio. We're zooming out to Pittsburgh. But all right. Oh yeah, first Neville Island, and then Pittsburgh itself. So you get a sense of where it is. This is about the zebra swallowtail and its extirpation from Pittsburgh and how we can bring it back. So if this moves you, then think about what you can do in your community. You can contact me directly. You can comment on this video. You can like. You can share. You can watch the other videos about the other watersheds in our area and the big video about the whole story of this whole thing. You can send me money. I'm not going to go into that here, but you know the deal. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Please. Thank you. Bye.